There's like hyper masculine bro dude guys who just want to do backcountry or like ride loamers. Like I don't mess
Yeah.
around with trails where the public goes. I only ride the secret stuff.
Yeah.
They'll like give you an exit number off of the highway and be like,
Yeah.
meet me. Once things got popular, people I met in the industry would be like, you want to go ride exit blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I can
No.
tell by that sentence that I don't.
This is the Outside Podcast with Patio. Howdy, pals. I'm going to let you in on a little secret. Every time I walk into a ski shop, without fail, and even though I swore right before I walked in that I would not, I pick a ski off the rack, stand it up with the tail on the ground, place one hand on the tip and my other hand on the middle, and flex the ski a few times. Then I nod, seriously, like it just told me a secret, and place it back on the rack. Why do I perform this bizarre ritual? Because outdoor humans are weirdos and we do weird stuff. You need more evidence? Well, every time I try on a new jacket, I rub my hands up and down on the chest so it makes that sound and think, yeah, that's some good waterproofing right there. Nothing's getting through that. I think it's perfectly normal to wear a puffy jacket and flip-flops at the same time. I have never attempted, nor ever thought to attempt parking my car in my garage, because garages are for storing outdoorsy gear, not cars. Think this is all just patio-specific weirdness? Well, then you, my friends, need to meet Scott Losse. Scott is an avid snowboarder, cyclist, and mountain biker, and last year he posted a hilarious video to his Instagram account. It's a tour of his local mountain bike park near his home in Seattle, where Scott points out all these intimidating features like big banking wall rides and huge jumps some people apparently like riding. Then he slowly pans the camera left or right of the features and explains how you can get around every single one of them without ever taking even the slightest risk. It's a hilarious example of the kind of video that Scott makes. Videos that poke fun of himself and all of the weird things he sees himself and the rest of us doing as part of the subconscious language of being outdoorsy. Over the last year, these videos have racked up millions of views and transformed Scott's career as a stand-up comic. They also help remind his followers that if you're taking your time outdoors too seriously, you're doing it wrong. And also, you shouldn't laugh at that guy in the ski shop pretending he can tell how a ski will perform just by pushing on it. But you can definitely laugh with him.
We always start out with burnt toast. Scott, what's your last humbling and or hilarious moment outside?
So many. No, the worst thing recently, I fell getting on like the easy lift at the local hill.
Oh, no. Did the lifty laugh at you?
They had to stop it.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
And I just ate it. And I was like, I got it. It's okay. Like I tried to make it so they wouldn't stop it.
Cool.
Like, it's fine. And it was too late. They hit the button and they're like, are you good? Are you okay? I'm
like physically, yes. Emotionally, absolutely not.
Like I'm crushed right now.
Yeah.
I won't go back there. They know me. They probably talked about it in the break room later. You see that idiot?
All right, let's get into it. Are you a funny chairlift companion? Or do you just like buff up, helmet on, stare forward, absolutely silent?
I'm a small talker. It's weird to be completely silent, I think.
Okay.
I start in with weather. You start with the easy things.
Where did you park?
Yeah, how's parking?
Yeah.
Isn't it crazy how parking is so bad today? I try. Sometimes people shut you down. They give you a one-word answer. You're like, come on, man. But maybe that's just me. That's my problem, is that I don't like it. If they have a snowboard that I like, I'll try to break the ice.
Yeah.
Be like, how you like that Lip Tech? That's pretty. Like, what's that like? Are you a T Rice fan? Or
You're cool. You're cool. You're a cool guy.
You're a cool
Let's
guy.
Chat.
What Vans boots are those? Like, I'll try.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm that guy. So if that's not what you like, I apologize to
No.
people.
Like I'm a professional chit-chatter, so.
Sometimes I can tell people don't want to talk to me on the lift, and then I respect
Is that when they
it.
give you the finger, or how do you pick up
They go,
on
you're
it?
that from the internet. Go.
Do you get recognized when you?
Yeah. I ride with my nephew a lot. We'll be on a chair talking, and I've had a few people, stop in the middle of a conversation I'm having, go, I'm sorry to interrupt. Are you Scott? I'm like, yeah.
Is that just snowboarding, or is it also like in the bike park?
Snowboarding, more people at mountains snowboarding say hi than mountain bikers. I don't.
Is it
I
something culturally about the difference between snowboarding and
I
mountain
think
biking?
so. I don't know if mountain biking is more solitary or they just kind of are there for their zen moment in the woods and they
Right.
don't care to talk. Or like, I mean, there's not, I guess, unless you're climbing a hill together, there's not, or standing at the top of a jump line or something, there's not
Yeah.
as many opportunities to just
Sure.
shoot the with
When they're like
strangers.
zipping by you on a wall ride, they're like, "Hey, you Scott!"
Oh, you Scott, yeah. But snow more. But I
Yeah.
think there's just more sitting around
Sure.
drinking beers by the chairlift or whatever.
I'm huge on the après scene.
Yeah, I'm super popular at après scene, locally. Like Washington State Hills, I'm just like dominating. The other day, I was up there with my nephew, and we
Yeah.
were walking back to the car,
Yeah.
and he goes, "How many people are gonna talk to you today?" And
You're like-
literally within 5 seconds, a dude walking the other way goes, "You're Scott."
Were you like, "I'm paying these people" to your
Yeah.
nephew?
He's like, it was so funny.
About a year ago, you posted this hilarious video that's like a tour of your local bike park, and it kind of blew up on the internet.
Yeah.
How did that feel?
Very strange. I posted that video kind of because I thought a lot of mountain bike content regarding trail systems was all geared towards the coolest thing you can do.
Sure.
Like most of it's based on like extreme rock roll stuff or like stuff that most people don't want to do. And I was like, would it be funny if I had a trail
Yeah.
video where I just talk about how you can avoid challenge? I never thought it would be popular.
Did you think like, oh, this makes me laugh, maybe it'll make a couple
Yeah.
other people laugh?
Yeah, because I thought it was super dumb.
It's not. It's really funny. The setup and timing is really great.
Thank you. I think it's funny, but also in like a really stupid way. And I was like, well, I don't know if anybody's going to like this,
Yeah.
but I edited the video and put it out. I don't track views a lot.
Right.
I think it keeps me kind of sane as
Yeah.
a content creator to
Sure.
not do that. But I know when something goes well because people talk to me or friends and they're like, you should
Yeah.
check that mountain bike video out
Yeah.
because I think it hit. But it was just kind of taking the piss out of like serious mountain bike videos.
Do you see yourself as this like everyman observer pointing out kind of like goofy or funny
Yeah.
things?
Yeah. I mean, I think like having a stand-up background, it's like I'm just constantly watching for the absurdities in things. And when I got back into riding my mountain bike and spending a lot of time at bike parks and on
Yeah.
trailheads, it was
Yeah.
like a lot of things became abundantly clear that were kind of silly within the scene and within mountain biking. Things that are, people take seriously or that were kind of ridiculous.
What made you stop mountain biking, and then what made you come back to it?
So I did it a lot in my, when I was a teen and like in my 20s a lot. And then life got pretty busy. A lot of years where life wasn't very easy and where I kind of fell out. I wasn't, the things I loved to do that were recreation or more potentially luxury things just went to the wayside.
As you've gotten back into it and you've also become this internet sensation,
Yeah.
has that inspired more biking? Has it made it more fun and lighter and also like more of a desire to get out there?
Yeah. I'm out all the time.
That's awesome.
Like I bike a lot. I think that's the thing. Like I wouldn't want to do the content if I wasn't. I feel
Right.
like it would be funny. But I'm, people see me locally. I'm out at the trail. I'm out at I made a video about DC Hill Mountain Bike Park in Issaquah, especially in the spring and summer. I'm there almost every day. There was a time when I couldn't, and then I got back into it, and it's great to be able to go out. There's something so peaceful about being in the mountains.
Has it translated into stand-up gigs or other type of comedy
Yes.
jobs?
More than posting stand-up clips ever did.
Amazing.
I'd say especially after I made some mountain bike stuff, that has given me more of a career than I ever had before from mountain biking. I feel really lucky. I booked some shows and all of a sudden things were popping off.
That's
And
so great.
I'd ask people in the audience, like I'd mention bikes and like half of the audience would like yell. I'm like, oh my God, they're all here. Like
They're wearing like Yeti shorts and like fox gloves.
I've said this to people before, but I can tell who it is. Like they dress all the same.
How do they dress?
Well, the dudes, it's always like they're wearing like a tech polo. and like tech pants.
You're like,
But they'll wear
do
like
you own
skate.
jeans? Yeah.
But they'll wear like skate shoes. But
Yeah,
everything
yeah,
else is
yeah.
super like tech fiber.
Yeah.
Like I can see what you're doing.
Is your watch tracking you right now?
Yeah,
while
and
you're
they'll have
sitting
a
in the
hat.
audience?
They'll have a 5-panel hat from a
Yep.
brand, or something. But they all dress the same.
Yeah.
But God bless them. They all look the same.
Yeah. That's a funny observation to make. And I want to know, like, what are some more kind of quick hitter funny observations about the outdoor community that you have?
Gosh. Strava's funny.
Isn't
I
it?
think Strava's really funny. I live on a steep hill
Uh-huh.
in Seattle. I started to see an uptick in people riding their bikes on it.
Yeah.
And I was like, there must be like a king of the hill on this thing
Sure.
or something.
Yes.
And there was. I
Of
looked
course.
it up. And
Yes,
it was
of
like,
course.
all of a sudden, it was like a hot thing for people
Yeah.
to try to do it. But I think that culture is so hilarious that we're just
the digital measuring contest.
Yeah,
that happened?
battling. Who did it the fastest? It's like, why? You know what? Mountain bike has its own like après culture, just like snow does. I think it's hilarious any sport where people smash beers in the parking lot before or after. It's such a strange thing
Yeah.
to watch. But you see it a lot out here. You see everybody standing at their Toyota Tacoma trail, their hitch, and they drinking the IPAs or whatever.
Yeah.
Everybody
Yeah.
has the same truck.
Yep.
That's always funny to me.
Yep.
Everyone has the same truck and the
Yeah.
same rack
Yeah.
and the same tailgate protector.
Mm-hmm. And it's almost like, how there's like a Jeep wave? It's like there's a knowing nod amongst like the people on the in of the outdoors of like, yeah, I know what the good gear is and I ride hard.
Not mountain biking, but there's like a Baker look, like a Mount Baker look. All the core dudes at Baker dress exactly the same.
Sure.
It's like
How's that?
black pants, black jacket, one ball J backpack. It's like everybody looks the same. Everybody has the same Avi kit because they all saw one person. It's like they all saw one guy and were like, I need to look like that.
He looks cool, and if I don't have that, I can't. It's such a funny, it's like high school cafeteria cool kid table all over again.
Yes. Or if they're tattooed, they don't have the backpack. They have the poacher vest. They all have the poacher vest. But only if you look like you smoke cigarettes. If you look like you smoke cigarettes, you don't have a regular backpack. You have like a leather poacher vest.
And if you're in the ski world, like you have your volet strap, you strap your skis and your poles together, and then you kind of like drag the tail, because then you let everybody know that you're gnar enough to constantly go heli skiing.
Yeah. They're like, I get 100 days, but most of that's in heli or in a cat, I don't like to touch chairs, really.
What are the roles that mountain biking and snowboarding play in your life? Obviously, they are these things that you love to do and you love to like poke fun at them. Do they provide you with other things or different things? Do they provide you with the same thing, just different seasons?
Yeah. I think it's pretty similar in a lot of ways, snowboarding and mountain biking. At least to some degree, certain aspects of it are very similar.
The specifics, right, of the idiosyncrasies that you point out might be different, but generally mountain culture is kind of ubiquitous in a way.
Yeah, and there's dudes that ride tech lines in snow.
Sure.
And there's dudes that just want to ride jumps in snow.
Yep.
And then in mountain biking, there's guys that want to ride flow and jumps. And there's dudes that are like anti-jump, but just really want to ride steep thing. But it's funny because there's like the same kind of attitude. There's like hyper masculine bro dude guys who do both of them, who just want to do backcountry or like ride loamers. Like I don't mess around with trails where the public goes. I only ride the secret stuff. They'll like give you an exit number off of the highway and be like, meet me.
Let me drop you a pin. Like, I don't think that we're on the same level.
No, once things got popular, people I met in the industry would be like, you want to go ride exit blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I can tell by that sentence that I don't.
How does your observational humor come to you? Do you sit down and have blocked off time on your calendar to write? Is it like you're just out there on a trail or on a chairlift and something just like comes to you, like you notice something funny and you're like, What's that?
I am not a sit-down rider.
Okay.
That's what I've learned over the last 10 plus years.
Uh-huh.
I can't do it. It has to be like, if it comes to me, I have to write it down. Or if I'm riding my bike, or if I'm, I have to like do it, make a note then.
Yeah.
It's hard to explain this without sounding like being like, I just comes to me like magically.
The muse just zaps me.
My brain's just so good at making jokes.
I guess it's just like I'm extremely talented and
just like
all the time.
That's what sets me apart from other people who aren't good at this. I guess the way I view the world maybe is just kind of through like an absurd lens.
Sure.
So I'm always kind of like
cracking one-liners and stuff.
Yeah, whatever comes to me.
Well, what's funny about your humor is that you're lovingly poking fun at things. When I think of humor, I think that there's a huge difference between making fun of them and making fun of us. And you're a human who exemplifies making fun of us. Now, I don't mean to say that like I think that every joke needs not offend. I don't believe that, but the audience is sure more responsive and receptive when they feel like in on the gag. So how do you walk that tightrope? How do you make sure that your humor is building a big tent?
I think it's really important to do that. Some people don't, it's like personal opinion. I never try to make fun of anything that I'm not also passionate about in some way.
Yeah.
Because people don't like an outsider talking about the thing they love.
Someone like peering over the fence and being like, you suck. And then disappearing. Like, you're like, that's not funny.
Or a mountain biker stupid or whatever. Like, I think it's just important as a comedian to do that. And it also doesn't come from like a superior place where I think I'm better than everybody else.
Right.
It's like, no, we're all stupid this way.
Yeah.
Look at how we're dumb. It's something that has come about like as like a philosophy, I think, as I've created more stuff. I will never present myself as being good at it. I will never drop a clip of me being good at something. I will never say I'm good.
Yeah.
Because who's going to fight you? Because you know what the number one comment is on videos of people who talk about their prowess in something? It's like, you suck. Like, you're bad at this.
Yeah, totally.
Well, I already took that away. You can't say I suck because I already said I suck. People enjoy that about it, I assume, because it's like, I'm not like, oh, look how gnarly I am.
So the self-deprecation, it really is top of mind then.
In humor, I feel like it's really important to look inward.
Yeah.
Like observational comedy is great, but observational comedy that's actually from a place of like experience is better. Examining your life comes from a more genuine place where you're not poking fun. You're never punching down. That's a thing I think I've done in stand-up the whole, pretty much, well, since I became like more of a professional for sure. Is like, I don't want to punch down. I'm not trying to make fun of people before making fun of myself first.
If you're not laughing at yourself, you're missing out on the world's funniest joke,
Yeah. And that's more genuine, I think, and I think people find that just to be more relatable.
What is your own social media diet like when it comes to the outdoors? Do you prefer to see your pals getting after it or having fun? Or do you love watching the best of the best athletes doing those wildly bonkers things?
That's a funny thing, too, is like I follow a lot of core dudes, too.
Yeah.
Like, I watch all the Brage Vestovich videos, like the dude going down glaciers and whatever, like just random stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I watch stuff that is out of my wheelhouse
Yeah.
completely. Same with snowboarding. I consume that core stuff.
Do you like that stuff? Do you find it aspirational or interesting or inspirational? Or is it just like, I don't know, they're top athletes being great and I just like it?
I like to watch the top tier stuff in mountain biking. I think it's just insane. I don't relate to it at all.
Yeah, totally. It's like when I watched Candide Thovex doing something absolutely insane. I'm like, this is incredible. I am not going to try a single one
rock
of this.
Arch.
It's
200 feet down a hill. Yeah.
Super chill. And then lands like he's stepping off.
He's barely going to bend his knees. He's not going to bend his knees. He's a robot.
He's actually not real. He's not a real.
Have you ever seen him?
No.
In person?
Nobody has. He's always fully masked up with the buff, the hat, the goggles.
He's a secret person.
Or it's like multiple people. You know how like in the comics, like Batman passes it on?
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, the mantle is passed on. Candida's
Yeah.
just passing it on
Yeah,
through
he's
the
not.
years. The first one, he was born in 1903. You know, he had leather boots.
He's the guy I watch that I'm like, oh, you're the only dude that makes snowboarding look like it sucks. But he's like on that level where he's like, oh, what's Candide doing now? Oh, he's riding on the Great Wall of China. Oh,
Yeah, exactly.
He's
Yeah.
riding in Switzerland on
Yeah.
grass.
Or on a wave in the ocean and then on a
like-
beach, and then he's in the desert or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess what I mean by asking you about your social media diet and what you think about the
Oh, yeah.
professional athlete, it's like we watch all these super rad videos on our social feeds, and then we get super excited, and we
Yeah.
go out into the world and are essentially faced with these opportunities to kind of emulate or step up in a similar
sure.
way, right?
Yeah.
And of these things that we've been inspired by, and then, you know, if you're a normal human being, you get scared. Do you find the gap between those things to be funny? Is it a bummer or is it goofy?
No,
Is it
it's
both?
funny.
Yeah,
It's
I
funny.
think, yeah,
I was talking to a friend the other day who went to Baldface
yeah,
in Nelson, and he's
Yeah.
like, first run, they test you by making you jump a 10-foot cliff.
oh god,
I was like, I might have to go back to the lodge.
yeah, totally.
Like,
I'm just gonna check out the breakfast burritos, guys.
it existed a lot in skateboarding, too, where it's like the levels between casual and pro is huge, and they build skate parks out here that I always jokingly say it looks like they built it for like a Thrasher demo, and then they just left it up, but nobody
Yeah.
can skate the
Right.
parts that are huge.
Yeah.
It is funny. I think that's part of what I do is probably, a response to that culture too. It's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
look how big and huge everything is. Like, watch
Yeah.
this guy launch an 80-footer
Right.
or do like a whip where he's backwards. You're like, I can't do that.
Yeah.
Like, where do we begin to
Yeah.
do this?
Yeah. No professional athlete is posting a video of them taking a bank turn like I take bank turns on a mountain bike, which is to hard brake, screeching brakes.
I hate shrouping videos. I hate those videos.
Do you think that stuff, the value of that stuff is overrated?
Yeah. But it's like,
Is that what you're poking fun of? Because it's like
Yeah.
so
like,
unattainable?
stop it. I don't care how fast you go around a corner. That's not even cool. Who cares how fast you there's like whipping, like, it was cool the first time, and now it's been done so many times.
Yeah.
It's boring, right? It's sometimes people are so good it's boring. I think
Is that the joke?
I think part of the joke is that there's not a lot of content for 80% of people who do the
Yes.
sport.
And this is why I think walking into a gear shop of any type of sport is the most intimidating. It's more intimidating than standing at the top of
Yeah.
a line that seems vertical before you're
Oh my God.
dropped.
I walked into one the other day, like
I hate
a
it.
core
I know.
place.
One, they're
Yeah.
going to be pissed that you're bringing in your thing to work on, whether it's skis, snowboard, bike, and you're like, I don't know, man. Like, you got all the tools. Like, this is part of the gig.
They're always like acting like, why are you here?
Yeah,
Like,
and you're like, I
you're a
don't
store?
I don't know. Like, would Jiffy Lube do that to you? And you're like, I need an oil change. And you're like, you idiot. You try to drop a couple hints to the gear bros and bras that are in there. And you're like, please think that I'm cool. And like, hey, did you see my worn Kinkos, my gloves? The
Oh yeah, I
Storm?
think I'm gonna rebake these with beeswax next week. Yeah,
Do you feel that?
yeah. I feel like a phony. I'm like, what am I doing? Like,
yes.
yeah, I walk in, especially now. Actually, I walk in. I'm like, they think I'm that from the internet. They're just like, they hate me.
Oh,
Most of the time, they don't know who
Ooh.
I am because I'm not
Okay,
in their
yeah.
demo, so it doesn't matter. Like, a 25-year-old dude at the shop doesn't know who they don't know who I am.
are you like, oh, thank God?
Yeah, to a degree.
yeah.
I'm like, oh, but I immediately enter into like, I have to act like I'm like, oh, you guys got the new Fox
I know. Yeah.
36, right?
Right. And you're
Yeah.
like, do you see, check out my shoes.
Yeah, do you see? You got
They're
the gold-
510s.
You got the.
I'm cool.
I do not wear 510s. I wear shoes that are so not bike shoes that people on trail ask me questions like they're concerned that I'm wearing the wrong shoes.
Like, what are you wearing? Like Keds or Crocs or
Etnies
something?
in America.
Oh, you're like, well, I need these mountain bikers to know that I also skateboard.
Yeah, I just want you guys. I am. Yeah, is that what I'm doing? I'm like virtue signaling. I'm like, I want you to know I'm different than you.
Do you
I come
skateboard in your snowboarding boots? Like, how do you do that with skate?
The other day I went to the mountain and I had my Adidas clip Velo.
I just want you to know that I'm part of this, but also not, because I'm in a
Yeah.
cooler, better thing over
I
here.
have SPDs on my bike.
For as much as you poke fun at outdoor culture, same. I feel
Mhm.
like I do that too, in a loving way. You also participate in it
Yeah.
because you love the thing, because you are of the thing.
Yeah.
What are the parts of outdoor culture that you earnestly enjoy?
The communities, mountain community is so cool. Snowboarding and mountain bike people, like the people are great. Like,
Yeah.
they're passionate and pretty inviting people too. Like, that's what I found by getting more popular online with like those things, is that like people are stoked on it and they want to share their passion. And so there's like a warmth with the people there. And that's something that definitely, like, I wasn't always a part of it, but now that I'm guy from the internet, it's more experience, you know. I was never part of a scene growing up, really, but now that I'm dude from Instagram, I feel like I've been sucked into like these communities, and it's rad. But like, also, like, I don't meditate, but mountain biking is like my peaceful time. I ride alone a lot at like 6 in the morning, like, because the sun will start to rise here, you know, in a couple months, really, really early, and I'll go to the trailhead and I'll ride alone through the woods, and it's like the most clarity I think I get in such a busy world, you know, like just going through the woods and just enjoying a sunrise. And climbing a mountain. There's like a peace there. And I, think mountain biking more than snowboarding. Snowboarding, there's always more people around. But in mountain biking, there's a lot of opportunity for you to be completely alone in the, even in a place where the parking lot's full, like people spread out.
Yeah. Well,
And
I also just want to point out that it's like very funny that you're like, I love the community, and then getting as far away from them as
absolutely.
possible.
I love the people. And then when I get to the trailhead, I like that you can pedal away from them. I do not want a crew, but I do like the après. People.
I'll be social afterward.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. It's like a funny thing. But the people are cool, but also like the serenity of being outside.
I think that taking what you do seriously and seriously loving what you do is incredibly important. But I think it's also equally as important to not take yourself seriously. Is that at the core of all of your gags?
Never thought about it that way, but yeah.
I mean, do you feel like part of it maybe like, well, I find this very funny and I'm making fun of myself, but ultimately I kind of want to shift the culture of these sports, of the outdoor world, to like not take ourselves so seriously?
Yeah, it's fun to make a video where I talk about my bike, but I don't know what I'm talking about.
I know what an Allen wrench is. I don't know what these screws do. I don't know
what this does.
I don't know how this cassette works or this derailleur works.
What is rebound exactly?
I
What
have
does
no
this do?
idea.
I don't know what that does.
I know that Dennis Rodman did it for the 90s Bulls, but I don't know what it means for my mountain bike.
I was at a trail a couple months back, and this guy's like, "How much travel does your fork have?" I'm like,
like, I don't know. How long's this trail? It's a couple miles, I guess? I don't know.
Like a budge? I think I just squished it. I was like, it seems fine.
I know, and you always need to make that face too with it,
like,
the like lip curl, like
why?
like I guess it's like pretty squishy.
It's good. I don't know. I think there's so much like gear obsession that people don't just go ride. I don't know. Like, stop worrying about it.
Is that the gate that you're trying to open up? Essentially,
Sorta,
like, hey, just go ride.
Go ride.
Whatever. I'm a big idiot too. I don't know how any of these things work.
Yeah, you don't need to know how it works. And I don't know the difference between why I need a more slack angle or.
Are we going full suspension, no suspension? What's core, what's not core? Is it a 29er, 27.5? Yeah.
Rigid. That's the only pure way to ride. It's so funny. But yeah, I think like that's totally something I would like to say to people. It's like, just go.
Yeah.
Go ride.
Yeah.
Don't stop thinking about it.
Do you see the whole point of this marriage of your love of the outdoors, your career in stand-up, your
Uh-huh.
observational humor, the Instagram videos, lovingly poking fun at the outdoor community? Do you see it all as a way to use the outdoors for the simple but incredibly impactful pursuit of a damn good giggle?
Yeah. I never saw that before, actually. Probably not until this year. I always loved the outdoors, and did stand up, but I never thought like they would ever uh, crash into each other
Yeah.
and become something.
And it seems like to me that crashing into one another has like been not just in terms of your career, but your own like heart, just like very impactful.
Yeah, because like now the outdoors has become part of my career,
Yeah.
whereas you asked me that a year and a half ago, I would have laughed at you. I would have said, "Are you joking? There's no way." But like now I get to take this thing that I find, hiking and biking and snowboarding, and this thing that it makes me feel at peace. And now it's like part of a greater cause. A lot of it is about like inviting people into a community where
Yeah.
they might feel intimidated
Yeah.
because the prevailing image is gnar
Yeah.
and aggression.
Yeah.
Presenting these things in a soft way is kind of inviting and making these scenes more inclusive to more people,
Yes, I do know because because it is very intimidating because of the quote unquote cool kids or
Yeah.
this sense that you have to be the best at the thing in order to
Yes.
claim that thing as part of you, as part of your identity. Do you
One-
think that your humor, the mission statement is no, you can be a beginner at this thing and it still be a part of you?
Go do the thing. Yeah. Get on the bike.
Yeah.
Mountain biking is whatever you want it to be. Like you don't have to be at a certain level to enjoy it, to call yourself a mountain biker. Just go do it. I'm using humor in a way to like welcome people in or like show people a lighter side of something that they
Yeah.
might be intimidated by. I want to influence the culture so that it feels like more of a welcoming place where
Mhm.
people can just be you.
Yeah.
And not worry about a certain expectation.
Yeah.
And just get out there. Whether that's a level of ability or fitness or whatever things that block people from engaging in the outdoors. Just being welcoming in creating a culture that is one of sharing and not one of excluding. And not one that overly celebrates trickery over just the normal person who's going out for a nice ride because they're trying to clear their head. Just trying to show people like the other side. I think
Yeah.
that's it. A lot of it.
Has
And
anyone done that for you?
No.
In
So
the
maybe
sense?
this is kind of a reaction to my
Yeah.
intimidation,
Yeah.
my personal feelings of being intimidated by scenes that I didn't feel I belonged to. And the funny thing about that is like the more I get involved in it, the more people I meet, the more I realize that there's really good people in it. The core dudes are super nice too.
Yeah.
It's just like there's an image that I think is scary to
Yeah.
people, or that's
Mhm.
kind of like, I don't know if I belong there. We're all like just people like struggling with our own problems and our own voices in our heads telling us that we suck
Yeah.
and our own imposter syndromes
Yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever. Maybe I present a softer side of all these things that are traditionally considered core activities. And it's like something people can relate to and then feel like less scared or more like I belong. That guy's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
me.
Yeah.
I'm always trying to live towards the absurdity of everything in my life,
Mhm.
or just the ridiculousness of life in general. Even the troubles we go through,
Yeah.
or the things that we stress out about, or the
Yeah.
things that are outside of our control that we
Yeah.
freak out about that you can't change. I guess you have to laugh at it, because if you're not laughing at it, even at the things that you go through, then you're just stressing about it, and
Mhm.
that doesn't help anyway. So you should try to find things that are funny.
They
and
get
it
too
doesn't-
heavy.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
gets,
they just
it
weigh you
get-
down.
Yeah.
I think at the end of the day, like, this is corny, right? Well, I think it's,
Oh, Scott, be corny.
I'll be honest, dude.
Yeah.
I'm here to make people happy. That's how I feel about it. Like,
Yeah.
if that's all
Yeah.
I accomplish, cool. If they bike, rad. If they get into snowboarding, that's cool. But if I just made them laugh, that's awesome. And I feel like
Yeah.
spreading happiness is like, in a world where people actively choose the opposite of that,
Yeah.
where people actively choose to troll people
Yeah.
and make fun of people for not being good at stuff, people need someone to be kind
Yeah.
and funny.
Yeah.
There has to be an opposition that's just as strong.